Hey everyone, welcome back to The Bored Journalist. So I know I've been away from this channel for a long time, and for my few subscribers that I have, thank you so much for not unsubscribing. I know a lot of you subscribe to this channel because it did start off as a true crime channel, and it's not that I'm not gonna do those videos anymore, but I also didn't want to pigeonhole myself just into one topic. And so what's true to my heart is really just talking about a lot of pop culture that's back in the day now. And of course I will cover some stories, but I just don't want that to be what the entire channel is about, especially in this climate. In these days, I feel like we could use some uplifting videos and funny videos mixed in with that. So thank you so much for those of you who haven't unsubscribed. I know I made an update months ago saying I was coming back, and I am. It's just that life gets in the way. But so let's just jump into the first video, which is Viacom Raised Me. So I named it that series just because I was a latchkey kid more so in the 90s, and so I spent a lot of my time watching Nickelodeon, MTV, BET, pretty much all these channels were under that Viacom umbrella, and I've been trying to figure out how to kind of slice that up because I don't want to make hour-long videos. So the first show that I want to get into that I can remember, my earliest memories, are Video Soul Gold. So that used to come on BET. Alright, so BET was launched in 1980 and the headquarters is Washington, D.C. and BET's founder is Robert Johnson. And Robert, or Bob Johnson, he was born April 8th, 1946 in Hickory, Mississippi. He earned a bachelor's degree in history, and then he continued to pursue his education with a master's in public affairs from Princeton. He graduated there in 1972, and after that he moved to Washington, D.C., where he worked for the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and the National Urban League. By 1976, he was a lobbyist for the NASDAQ cable industry, and that's when he noticed a huge gap in programming for African American audiences, and he was determined to fill that void, and he envisioned a network that was dedicated to Black culture. After teaming up with Dr. John C. Malone, the president of Telecommunications Inc., BET was born in 1980, and the network grew very quickly, and by 1985 BET turned its first profit, and in 1991 it became the first Black-controlled company listed on the New York Stock Exchange. In the year 2000, Viacom purchased BET for $3 billion, making Johnson the first Black billionaire, and he remained CEO until 2006. BET has been a cultural staple, offering everything from news and talk shows to award shows, documentaries, dramas, and music videos. It became a safe haven for Black music artists and a source of representation for the community. So like I said, I wanted to talk about Video Soul. I don't know why I said Video Soul Gold. It's Video Soul. And so the first air date for that show, it was in June 1981, and it ran until September 1996. And the purpose of this program, it was to showcase music by Black artists, and they had a younger Black demographic. I remember him. I don't remember this other host. I don't remember Virgil. In 2023, Donnie Simpson returned with a reboot of Video Soul, and that's now streaming on BET Plus and Tubi. So Donnie's career spans over 50 years, and he started in Detroit radio at just 15 and later moved to Washington. And I feel that he's a true pioneer of music television. Other hosts like Sherry Carter and Andrew Stribling and Big Les brought their own flair to the show. Video Soul was important because early on, MTV refused to play music by Black artists, BET stepped in to fill the void, and it started as a 30-minute show and then expanded to 2 hours by 1983. I think it's so hilarious, the hoops that us Black people have to go through, when I really do feel like we set the tone when it comes to music, when it comes to trends, even if you look at social media. So I just think that's insane. I never knew that's why Video Soul was created until I actually started going down the rabbit hole. But so I found an article that I wanted to read from the Rumor Mill, and it's titled Black Music Month, Thriller, and the Punishing Question for MTV. This piece dives into the topic of MTV's reluctance to play Black music and the cultural shift that followed. Let's explore what they had to say. I'm gonna skip a few paragraphs in this article, but I will leave the link below as one of my sources if you want to click on it and read the whole article for yourself. In 1983, Viacom forced MTV to put Jackson on the air, threatening to cease all other business with the network if they refused. The big budget Thriller, of course, would become the high watermark for pop videos, with other clips from the album, notably the stunning Billie Jean, also dominating the network. The floodgates then opened. Once Michael was on, it wasn't long before Prince, Janet Jackson, and other moneymakers of color began to appear. There were still plenty of Black videos rejected for poor content or quality control, but it appeared that the final battle against apartheid marketing had been fought and won. Potential crossover records made by R&B artists could now fulfill their potential. The combination of MTV and Michael Jackson was not only the 1-2 commercial punch that began the resuscitation of the record industry, it effectively elevated all sufficiently popular Black music into the pop category for promotional purposes. All right, you guys, so now we have the founder of BET and who he is, and we also have the information of why Video Soul was formed. So I want to get into some of the clips that I can remember seeing, and some of these I don't know the background, but the one that I want to watch is this one with New Edition, because I saw the movie. So y'all remember the movie that they did on BET, the New Edition movie, and I actually don't even remember this. I need to Google it because I don't even know if I was like I don't know if I was old enough to remember this or if I was even around yet, but it just seemed so tense, and when I'm watching it now, I mean, it looks so uncomfortable. And so for the audience that was actually there and y'all remember when this happened in real time, I want you guys to comment, because man, it just seemed like it was just so tense. And the host, Sherry, just kind of seemed like she just kind of seemed a little bit lost. She just kind of seemed a little bit nervous, and she was trying to like ease the tension here.
DeVoe, Belle Biv DeVoe.
There you go.
But I know it's Bivens. But Belle Biv DeVoe.
There you go.
So what's going on with BBD?
Everything's mental.
Now, wait a minute. Now that is what I want to ask about. What is this? What is it? Our music?
What is mental?
No, what is our music is the
Our music is mentally hip hop, smoothed out on the R&B tip with a pop feel appeal to it.
Translation? and like, what does that mean?
That means that our music, first of all, hip hop is mental. It's from the street. It's the attitude.
Okay.
And so therefore, our music is not just hip hop, but it's hip hop, but it's smoothed out on the R&B tip. You know, it has that R&B feel to it.
Okay.
You know, and then once it becomes popular, it has that pop feel appeal to it. You know, it's able to cross over.
I think
so
that
that's
works.
what it all means. And you have to listen to the music to understand what we're talking about, because that's how we came up with the slogan, by listening to the music. And so go get the album, and listen to the music. And you'll be able to understand just what we're talking about. It's mental. Can we get that camera to flash down here?
What were you gonna say?
And show some mental.
Hold up. Okay, if I can come around real quick.
Okay, another first. Champ Video Soul.
Mentality that we're stressing.
Ah, wait a minute now.
All right, and so the second clip that I can vaguely remember is this clip with Aaliyah and R. Kelly. So this is her first album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, and it looks like they just dropped off At Your Best. But it's not the At Your Best that is on her posthumous album. It's like, I forget what it's called, but it's like the remix. It's the one with him in there, which that is like my favorite version of this song outside of the original Isley Brothers. And I remember watching it. Of course, I was little and I didn't think anything of it. But of course, knowing what we know now, it does seem a little odd now that I'm older. But I actually love this clip of her. She is so stinking adorable here.
Yeah, it's just like fun.
It seems like you had a lot of fun recording your album, but is there any song on the album that is your baby that you like more than others?
At Your Best.
At Your Best.
At Your Best, You Are Loved.
And that's what we're going to peek at today, right?
That's right.
Why that song?
Because I love the Isley Brothers, and I really admire them. They're very unique. Their sound is very unique. You can tell the Isley Brothers song right off. And when he brought it to me, I just fell in love with it from the first time, so that's why I love it.
Where'd the title of the album come from?
She's running around the studio one day with her friends, talking a lot of smack, talking about age ain't nothing but a number, girl. I was like, what you trying to say? So immediately I heard the song, you know, and I said, I called her back 15 minutes later, told her check this out. So we cut the track right then and there.
And for the record, you are how old?
That's a secret.
Women doesn't disclose her age.
All right, so on this clip, I was watching it back. I actually had to cut a lot of this clip down, but the way that Brett was looking after the video, he looked like something is off, or it could just be me. It just kind of seemed like he had a nervous energy during this video. Okay, and so this last clip is actually Kris Kross, Da Brat, Mr. Black, and Aaliyah performing Live and Die for Hip Hop. So this came out in 1996. So this was a few months before she released One in a Million. And I actually played that cassette tape so much it like sounded chopped and screwed. So I'm a huge fan of hers. I may do some separate videos like about her, because I feel like nobody loves to talk about her more than me and Damon Dash. That's like, some women have Marilyn Monroe, but she was definitely one of my favorites. And I really like this performance. I actually hadn't heard this song before, or maybe I did and I just forgot about it, but I really liked this performance. Like, everything in the 90s was just, it was so smooth and so chill. Everybody was just too cool here. And of course, RIP to her, and of course Chris Kelly of Kriss Kross.
Hard to, you bump heads?
Nah, cause we all family.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, family fights a little bit now and then.
That's the truth, but we all get along. I know I've had a great time working with Jermaine and the Brat. I mean, it's really become a family affair, and I've enjoyed myself. I don't know about y'all. I've enjoyed myself.
Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about the album real quick?
Well, of course, Jermaine, he gave me a fat song. I want y'all to check it out. Hopefully it'll be coming out around the beginning of 96, you know, April, something like that. I'm not sure, but I want y'all to buy it because I'm working hard. I want to please my fans, and I want y'all to enjoy it, so check it out.
Right, I think they will. Mr. Black, let me come over here. Mr. Black, tell us a little bit something about yourself.
You know, I'm just representing for South Carolina Metro, putting us on the map, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Barnyard in effect, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
You know.
Well, yeah, since you're the new artist, I have to kind of break you in a little bit. Can you do anything, you know, just off the cuff right now? Just
off the cuff, I can bust, because it's a must. I make the grooves that hold the whole crowd adjust to the rhythm. I give them something that they can lean on.
And so this is going to wrap it up for this first episode of Viacom Raised Me. I feel like there's so many avenues I could take. I mean, I literally watched so much TV as a kid. And so if you made it this far, thank you so much. And if there's anything that you want to see, feel free to leave a comment and I'll do my research. Of course, the sources will be listed in the description, and I will see you guys soon. I know I said that last time, but I will see you guys soon. Bye.